Hey, do you want to know the best way to get your ADHD and ODD kids to listen and behave? Well, over the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to open up Pandora's box and give you a brand new perspective when it comes to parenting, especially if you have a strong-willed child or a child diagnosed with a behavior disorder. We are Bonnie and
Thomas Liotta.
Yes, and Thomas taught me to speak kid, and it was so powerful and so magical. I just thought every parent in the world needs to know about this. So before you give them the secret, Tom, I want to just read this testimonial that came in. We've been talking about a masterclass that we launched about a month ago that will show you the missing pieces to the parenting puzzle and give you the magic formula for success. And this lady, Phoebe Laughter, her name's what a fun name. I don't have my glasses. Do I have my glasses? Oh, let me get my glasses.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier to read. While I'm doing that, we thought we'd share a little bit of our personal beauty with you. We go for a walk here and find peace every single morning. Isn't that cool? You can always find beauty in even the most darkest of places like the big city. Phoebe just found us online, maybe like you just did on YouTube, and she watched the masterclass. She says, I have to say my child is newly sleeping in his bed. He is 4. He just got up and I said, can you show me how a big boy goes to bed? And it worked. He didn't fight me. He showed me and is back in bed. I thank God I came across y'all. My child was diagnosed today and I felt so alone, and you all just saved me from months of hell, and what she really means to say is years of hell, through referrals and appointments and possibly unwanted medication. And just like a fly will fly till its death into a window when it could just go over there and out the door, that's what parenting is like today. So Tom, share the story about the kids you shared with me yesterday when you were on your walk down here.
Yeah, when we were out walking about, there was 2 daycare moms with I would say about 16 to 20 kids. And I could read between the lines that they were thinking, oh, how cool would it be to take the kids down here on the trail? There's a little bridge. They can see the little water. You get the point. Good intentions. But as I was walking to them, I could hear kind of a lot of can't, don't, won't kind of things. It almost reminded me of somebody attempting to herd cats. They get one and then there's one, and there was 2 of them. They were just running around like they weren't having any fun at all.
Can you give an example of stop, can't, don't, won't? Like, what does that actually look like in real life?
Oh, don't stand on the railing.
Yes.
You can't go down there. You won't hit and you won't go over there by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things that are all basically good safety measures.
That's how I used to talk to my kids before I learned to speak their language.
So as I walked in and they're running around, there's this bridge and zing over here and hey, don't, hey, and I'm like, wow, look at all these fast feet. And all of a sudden, I already know what's going to happen, but you too, when you learn this, it's kind of like learning to speak Spanish when you go to Mexico. People understand what's going on.
Yep.
These little ears perk up. And this one little kid, I don't know his name, but he had glasses. So, you know, you can see the future.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing is, he's like, processing, 1, 2, 3. And if he didn't go across that bridge, like he was in track, go, all by himself. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And I'm like, look at that.
Show off his fast feet.
look at all these fast feet. Then a second kid went, a third kid went, a fourth kid went. They were running up and down, and then they all came back. I'm like, wow, what kind of shoes are those? And this one ran up and goes, these are Spider-Man shoes, and they had a little Spider-Man on it. And before you knew it, all these kids, half the crew, all swarmed around, and they were doing stuff. Why? Because there was asking questions, and maybe for the first time, they were being seen for how I am doing something versus being told how you want me to do things. Dramatic pause.
It is a dramatic pause because really you could just stop right there. I'm feeling a little emotional because our kids are being labeled, they're being put into a box, they're being medicated, they're being told something's wrong with them, they're being sent to years worth of therapy. And the truth is we're actually just speaking a language that they don't understand. And I can see now, after working with Tom for nearly 14 years, making the decision every parent needs to know about this. Now we've worked with hundreds of parents, thousands of kids, and dozens of case studies, hundreds of testimonials later. I know like the sun's coming out tomorrow, that it is us that needs to change. It's not the children that need to be fixed. It's the parenting. So if you want your kids to listen and behave, doesn't that sound like so much fun to learn how to see them, learn how to empower them, learn how to give them so many opportunities that they could just stand there and go, look at me, look what I did. Well, I have a 20-year-old son that Tom considers a son too. And we went skiing last year. And even at his age, he's like, Mom, did you see how fast I went? Mom, did you see me go over the jump? Kids are magical little beings. Everything in the world is going to be brand new to them. And when you can learn to guide their behavior versus any type of behavior correction, behavior modification, any type of thinking we need to discipline or punish them, because the one thing I can promise you, your kids don't have the life skills that you have. They don't see the world the same way that you do. So they're always going to be doing something that you're going to go, wow, okay, that couch was white, now it's not. You know what I'm talking about? So I encourage you to learn everything that you can about creating champions for life. Watch the masterclass, because Phoebe shared this testimonial simply by watching the free masterclass. The link to join is in the description below, or you could just go to rapidgrowthparenting.com. Last week, we did a video on why to never say no to kids, and you can watch that by just clicking right over here. And until we meet again,
Here's
to our
parenting
parenting success.